Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another Steel Division game. This team between myself and Beowulf. This is an Australian Open tournament. I was invited to play in it. Sorry to all the people in it. I've been kind of behind my games. It kind of got busy. But I'll play you all, don't worry. So, I don't have his deck, unfortunately. I somehow messed up the save transfer. But I do have my deck. He's playing 184th Maverick. I'm playing Group of Hardneck Maverick. What do I have to say about it? 184th has Valentine's and some normal Russian infantry, Tensoniki, Gravardi, Sapiri, nothing special. They have Stuarts in their deck as well. They have the ISUs and some, I think, lag fighters. And that's kind of it to talk about that. Group of Hardneck, though, this is my version of it. Kind of the first time I've ever played Maverick, or at least in a long time. It's really a fun deck, actually. I really enjoyed playing it. Infantry-wise, just bringing some Erzats of spam infantry, give Grenadiers some more spam infantry, some leaders with some smoke. I prefer the smoke. I don't know why, but I just do. Bringing some of these guys, right Jaegers with the MP44. These guys are gods in CQC. I recommend you always bring them. I recommend pairing them with a Jaeger Pioneer. Well, these guys are a good combo. Being that Tensoniki and guys who throw Molotov will mess up Jaeger Pioneer. But right Jaeger here will just mow people down. I don't know. I think it's a good pair. They always work off each other really well. Panzer Grenadiers, can't go wrong there. You get some more MP44s in B phase, more Jaegers and Pioneer. More Jaeger Pioneers in B. Also bringing these like huge squad of 16 guys, Hungarians, and then a C card of just right Jaeger. We see tanks, T-34, 1 vet, tanks, 1 vet, some Tiger tanks, both in A and B, Stug 3 in B as well. We have the Urza MGs. This is what's so great about this deck. They're just 34s, but they are only 20 points, which is kind of crazy. They get suppressed like immediately though. MP42s in B with the Commander. We have some Pack 40s, Yak Panzers, both A and B, 1 vet, Martyr 1 in B, and a Martyrs in C as well. AA-wise, bringing some Flak 38s, 1 vet. They're coming with the half track, so they're coming with double the AA. CKFZs in B, off map, some artillery leaders, some fighters, really good fighters, BF-109, G6, good in War Thunder, good in Steel Division. And then also 2,000 kilogram bombs for the meme. I love these things. Actually, not a meme, it's actually pretty tactical, I think. One weakness I have to say about this deck, oh yeah, and I also forgot the big K's, auto cannons, can't go wrong there. The weakness of the deck though, doesn't have a lot of AT, doesn't have light ATs, they get really overrun by armor cars pretty quickly, so that's what I'm really wary about, especially his Panzer 3s, or not Panzer 3s, the Stuarts, so that's what I have to be careful of. But let's get into the game now. Alright, welcome back ladies and gentlemen, so let's get into this. I'm on the right side playing Maverick. We got Beowulf playing his Maverick on the left side, playing 184th, and me playing Group of Hardneck. My plan, I can't speak for Beowulf. I've talked to him a little bit after it, but I can't read his mind, guys. My objective here, though, is to push up north. I like to push this area as the blue side. I think it's really smart to push as the red from this perspective. But usually a lot of players push up here hard. So I decided to go for it as well. Also, there's a lot of opportunities to grab even 3 flags here, maybe a 4th in the open if you're making headway in this location. So that was my thing. You can see that I'm opening up with 2 T-34s, tons of infantry, just a massive amount. Also some MGs and a leader. You can see all the guys moving up here with 2 tanks as well. An MG and a pack gun and an Urzat coming out here. Center though, I have a few more things coming down this area. Trying to send a lot, just some Urzats, some MGs, some 2 Grenadiers to go for that flag. And then the most light, I am just some Grenadiers. So, well, actually pretty good units here, and then an Urzat guarding this area to kind of fake out that I have units in there. On the other flank though, just look at this wave. Kind of interesting using more than 1 PTRS. But he's not trying to snipe, it doesn't seem like how he's deployed them. Just tons of infantry down here. So complete opposite of me. I have a lot of forces up here. He has a lot of forces down here. Looks like he's going to go for the open. Similar thing over here. Tons of forces going out and down this area. Pretty light in this area though. Really light in fact. He's bringing a Valentine though. And we all know how Valentines are notoriously fast. Look at that road speed. 24 kilometers and off-road 19. Slow. In comparison, guys, a T-34 is driving, 49 kilometers. So like double the speed here. Let's get into this now. Let's start this thing. Just look at this wave, guys. I mean, it's going to split off between two directions, so it's not as much as we think, but definitely an advantage for Beowulf in the southern flank and me in the north. I could immediately tell from my perspective if this was happening. You can see how it's bending so quickly. Whoa, which lag spike there, whatever. It always bends, like wherever the person's rushing. So like I immediately lose this flag, and I get the little noise indicator. I think we'll hear it as well. But my first inclination is, oh god, he's pushing out in the open, and I'm deployed pretty light here. I'm bringing up T-34s here to kill any of the Stuarts I was kind of concerned about. So I'm going to be buying more T-34s in this direction, probably next couple ticks. That was my idea. They're only 60 points, so I can bring 2 of them at a time. I only have 4 of them. I see him coming down this road. I immediately unload here in a panic. I'm like, oh god, just start shooting guys. Gonna start laying down the heat. You see he's got plenty of PTRS squads. Killing one of my MGs though with the PTRS squad. Only 20 points down though, so nothing too expensive. Otherwise over here I own this area. Really weird deployment here. No real infantry squads. He's got sending 1 Tensoniki here, but really light here. And you're gonna see him start moving up and probing. But at the moment, I could definitely see that the majority of his forces were in this area concentrated. That left me thinking, oh, yay. I just have to walk in this direction. I'm a little blobbed up, but that'll spread out in a second. Plus 2 tanks moving up. But the action's going to be down here. You see me already buying some stuff. Buying 2 autocannon vehicles with a T-34. I'm going to try to get in here and just annihilate people. They only got 35 penetration, these PTRSs, so ideally they're not going to really be penetrating the front of my BK9s, which are what, Panzer 2s or 1s? I'm not sure. Someone's gonna have to leave a comment on what they are. Sorry, I'm not an expert. Meanwhile down here though, he's got 1 HC gun though, getting suppressed by the MG. They fire a shot and just bounces clean off, then goes down. Now it's cleared for this area. He's using the Valentine coming up. We have some infantry moving up as well. The problem with Tetsuniki though is they're gonna get destroyed by MP44s. There's no chance for them to survive on that front. I'm setting up some reinforcements here. We're seeing finally a wave of Stuarts come up. Pretty good buy after the fact, but pretty fast. 58 kilometers on the road. He's just buying tons of them. They're just going to start flooding this area. They can't penetrate a T-34 though, unless they get like blank range, and they have a couple of them. They're one-shot kills though. It's just pretty sad. Good PTRS here. Just hiding. It's not going to be doing too much. Let's just speak over here. The Tetsuniki throw it at the MP40s. Wrong move. Now the Yag Panther can throw his grenade with the unimpeded. And Yag Panther. I can't believe I said that. Yag Pioneer. Autocannons firing. Getting the side shots though. And looks like it's going to get a shot in. Oh, AT gun fires. Nice shot here. Kills one of my thing. I see an AT gun here. That makes me panic. I'm going to back up everything, get them out of the way. Don't want to stay in that engagement. Bring up one of these here. Bring up some Erzod, some infantry here, just to hold down this area. I want to keep him contained in this location and just trade positively. He's got an overwhelming amount of force. Look how thin I am in this area. I mean, there is a dead space though. Like, what is back here? Nothing. I mean, there's no flags. Meanwhile, over here, his entire flank has totally been overrun. So, not looking good at all. This tank tried moving up, ran to T-34s, died easily. Now I'm just moving across here, the entire flank. So he was double ticking me a little bit earlier, I believe. And then I'm moving up my infantry. Help keep this suppressed. We're seeing the Stuarts come in as they are needed. I think he's like holding them back though and trying to look elsewhere. He's starting to finally counterattack in this location. But the T-34s here are just going to hang out. They're just getting some... It's going to pop out and kill anything moving any further up. You can see me buying some tanks here. As long as I get the armor value and trade positively, he doesn't really have anything to penetrate me. He does have Zis guns, but we haven't seen any come up yet. I'm really surprised actually he didn't want to fight up here, being that he's got a lot of really good infantry. There's a Jaeger Pioneers there, getting hit pretty bad. Grenade goes off though. Kills squad, moves up. This AT gun's gonna get destroyed. You're seeing the Stuarts though just pouring in. This is what you're concerned about as Cooper Hardneck. You have no, these are pretty much acting as armor cars, and you have no real counter to that. You don't really have, I only have Pack 40s. And those T-34s. T-34 is already located here. 2 of them are up here. So it's not really ideal at all. Panther Gun getting killed by a flamethrower squad here. Unfortunately. Bring up my Jaeger Pioneer though to like throw a grenade at these little Stuarts. Stuarts are pretty fragile. They're at 30 points. Bam, grenade goes off. Doesn't kill it, takes 2 grenades, but look at the fire. Bring up my other T-34, the Stug. This is what I'm trying to get right here. I want to get this corner cut off. You can see I'm like whipping around here in the location. And this is kind of what I want, but it's about to be cut off, honestly. But this entire area is about to become back into enemy hands. This area, I'm having some of my elite infantry cross right now. EQC. Seeing a Valentine come out. But my focus is trading positively right now. Like, I am Maverick. Like, I'm taking them fine. I'm not concerned. I just need to trade positive. And that's what I'm going to be doing. T-34 fires a shot. He only needs 1 hit and it's dead. Stug fires a shot too. He's actually 1 vet, so he's actually going to be a little better. He misses as well though. Nobody can hit. We're seeing some mortars actually from Beowulf. Like an AT right here. This AT gun right here could pop this. That Stug. I think the AT placement's a little off here. We're seeing a really interesting buy, an IL-2 flame plane. I don't think this is worth the buy. I bought a fighter really early thinking there'd be more airplay. The problem what he's doing right here is, yeah, look at that. What did it really do? Not much. I strafe it, I do some damage. It's going to get away. I'm not really going to microing it, being that he just spent 120 points doing nothing. And I'm too busy microing these infantry squads to make sure they don't get destroyed at all. I'm also watching this tank engagement, that's more important. So if I can kill these 2 tanks, I can open up this entire frontage again. And I'm about to connect this area back together. Setting up a whole wave of infantry. But like, as we can see the whole game yet, like, I haven't really lost anything. Like, just some, I mean, an MG squad there and there, but like, nothing's been lost. And he's just trading negatively the entire time. BF 109 G6 coming in with strafe. Really good strafing plane. Plate stat, AT gun. That's a 35-point AT gun. But yeah, you see the infantry coming here. You see a Stuart hanging out here. But bam, those M10s not tugging enough into the town. And I kind of see I'm counterattacking in the south, and he's about to counterattack in the north. But I'm pretty dug in a good position here, and I haven't really lost anything pushing up here. But he's attritioning really hard down here. And now you can see the flag's been taken here. He's been bogged down. Like, I think the whole mistake of this game by Beowulf, I talked to him a little bit about his plan here. And yeah, I think he said he unloaded a little early over here. But I think the big mistake was, like, pushing the open against a deck that has Tiger tanks, Stugs, Pack 40s, and T-34s. Like, better tanks on paper in every regard, and you don't really have the AT to deal anything with it. I think the better fight would have been over here, where Valentines can fight the knife fight in CQC, and they actually get good penetration. They'll mess people up. And you have a lot of really good CQC infantry. Got a lot of Superi, Tensoniki. I mean, it's not great, but it's not desperate either. But now I'm just slowly cleaning up. Even if he got back here, right? We talked about how, like, if he didn't unload a little bit early here, like, he got back here. Like, what are you doing back here? Like, there are no flags. I'm just gonna keep coming down this main road, and I can still support in here while fighting in this location. And there's other roads come around. Like, I just come from this direction and this direction. You don't really ever see me coming on this direction that often. It's like, these are the areas that are cutting you off. So, I don't know. Pretty smart of Beowulf, though. Turn that sniper off, though. You can probably see everything. We're seeing him counterattacking down this location. Definitely has a lot more infantry here. You're going to start seeing me respond in a second. But I always really focus on, like, just finishing this up. You can buy me a Pack 40 here. Put a Pack 40 looking at this main road. You can put a Pack 40 here. It's pretty much, this road's locked down. Also from Nila's videos, I learned that you can guys check out his videos, by the way. You can hide something right here, like an AT gun. So with the 1750 range with Pack 40, it's not great. Like a Tiger tank or anything, you can take a tank right here. It's kind of BS actually. You can IL-4 come in here. It's only carrying 100 kilogram bombs. Fortunately, I come on a weird. I tried weaving in at a weird angle to get on his rear. It wasn't gonna work. And I was microing elsewhere this time. Usually my air micro's a little better than this, but what can you do? Bombs do get a kill on me though. It looks like Beowulf's microing too. That's good micro. That's how you guys turn faster. You need 2 fighters to ideally get to stop what he's doing. But in the meantime, I have secured back all the territory I've lost down in the center of the map. I'm actually pushing up. I own this flag. That's his. I'm also taking flags from him in this area. T-34 destroys, cleaning that out. AT gun here all by itself. Should have been moved up earlier. Could have killed this Stug. BF-109 is going to go in for a strafe on this IG gun, which actually makes up most of the frontage. That eliminates that. Seeing more CQC infantry coming in here. Putting them right here. Waiting for any pushing up. Food survives. Barely. Putting my Stugs right here, another good spot. Tanks. Looking down this main road. Not going to keep pushing out. There's no need. No flags here. I'm going to start sending a force here to kind of scout out this flag and probe for it. Now it's just about repelling this last attack. You can see that I've taken pretty much all his flags. The game is over at this point. You can see that he traded really negatively. Immensely negatively. Could have actually done something with these stewards here. Maybe he just forgot about him. Put him right here. You can just like snipe the road. I wouldn't really be... Like, I'd lose a couple of units there. I do have a Stug just hanging out here. You're going to see this come around these Valentine. They're going to walk around this corner. And they're going to kill this Stug. And I think the knife fights would have been better than the long distance fights. Look at that. Instant kill there. Should have done more CQC oriented. You can see me back up immediately. I'm like, I'm out of there. And they got a rate of fire of a Valentine. It's pretty good. That kills both the tanks. Yeah, that's the fights I think you should have been going for. Jaeger is pushing in here. They're just better than all of his infantry. They're double vetted on this location. I'm bringing up the Martyrs. These are my going to be my counter to the Valentines here, because the Valentines are 55 points, but the Martyrs only 50 points. They have 195 penetration. 190, sorry. With 145, which is normal AP. It's so broken. I think an ISC 1 for 2. Kind of interesting buy, being that you're already super down. Yeah, I think the problem with this is he didn't... The deck I think he's using is, you know, a pretty weak deck, and the tournament format is you have a certain amount of divisions that you have in your like in your army group. So he just used one of his okay or low tier ones. But the problem I think was that he didn't actually commit to a fight in the location where this deck is probably going to be better utilized. Like definitely in this location, not the open. Like this is pure openness. Like you're just going to get destroyed. Could have fought for this flag against me, and then maybe fought in this location for this flag. Put pressure on another location. I just don't think fighting in the open was ideal at all, because he led the entire fighting in the open in this area and just lost a lot of armor and a lot of infantry assets as a result. Look at that rate of fire that Valentine. He's a double vetted and can't even keep up with the fate of fire. Kills tank. That's what I'm saying. Valentine's really good at close rate. The rate of fire is pretty good. Just you should next time focus on fighting that location. And that is game there. With the stats here, chronology wise, look, I traded 2-to-1. Chronology wise, you can see that I traded really positively. Pushing the wrong location. You can see the counterattack in that 6-minute mark. Losing a lot of stuff with all the T-34s and thugs. So anyway, thanks Beowulf for your playing. I wish you good luck in your future matches. Thanks guys for watching. Leave a like, leave a comment, and I'll see you guys around. Thanks for watching.